Last couple of games, obviously 2 defeats, so the games come thick and fast, and they continue to get harder and harder. So I think this is going to be a really important game, and I think what he'll want to do is see a performance first of all, and he'll be confident that if they get the performance, they can get a positive.
In the heart of the penalty area, it's lifted towards him at the far post. Also rising for it was Fondop. It's well worked on the edge of the area. Conlon having a dig, it takes a deflection, and there was a second scramble by Mark Cousins just to steer that one behind for a corner.
Yeah, well, Cousins does brilliant there, because the deflection, you just think, is it going to wrong foot him? You see Josh Wright tries to go out and stop it. Conlon gets his shot away, takes a wicked deflection, but he reacts really well, Cousins, and just manages to tip it wide.
That coming up in the next month. Kitching in the meantime. He's going to have a strike, and he wasn't too far away. Cousins reaching for his top corner just to make sure he had it covered, and he had to make sure as well.
Well, it's a fine run from Kitchen. Just decides to come in field. Nobody goes to close him and thinks, you know what, I'll have a pop. We've seen him rifle these in over the years. We've seen him rifle one of these in so far this season. Fancies his chance.
Ball into the box once again, and it's a half chance that for Garner. Got his head onto it. Just couldn't guide it on target. Best sniff that Oldham have had in the last 20 minutes or so.
Well, again, it's Kitchen out on the left-hand side. Stands a lovely ball up, and Garner's fantastic in the air. Deceptively good in the air for his size.
Fondop stepping inside and gets a shot off, but it's a tame one after all the build-up, and we've waited and waited to see what he can do in front of goal today. Straight into the keeper's arms.
Yeah, finds himself in a lovely little pocket. I just don't think his body shape is ever in a position.
And in that corner comes, and again, nothing comes from it. Second bite of the cherry, perhaps, for Otis Khan. Comlin. Difficult one for the keeper to deal with, and he's not dealt with it whatsoever. And Mark Kitching's there just to nod it home from close range. And Mark Cousins will be so frustrated with himself more than anybody else that he's allowed that goal to creep past him. Just a moment of hesitation from the Ebbsfleet goalkeeper, and it comes back to bite him in the behind as Oldham take the lead.
Well, it's exactly what we just said. Get first contact. Fondop does that. When the ball comes back to Conlon, Conlon whips the ball in. First contact from Fondop. Kitchen gambles, gets in behind the slat. Caught in 7 minds. Cousins doesn't know whether to come, doesn't know whether to stay. Kitchen capitalises on it and puts his team 1-0 up. You've got to say, well done from Fondop for getting first contact.
Centre forward to learn a goal-scoring trade from. And we get back underway with Kitchen nodding it into the danger zone. Fondop fancied it, and he struck it really cleanly too. He just couldn't contort his body into a position to get that on target.
Yeah, finds himself in a lovely little position, you see there. Just flicks it over. He'll be a little bit disappointed that he didn't hit the target, but he does find himself, 8 or 9 yards outside of that near post.
Somebody to aim at. Regan Ogle sends it in. Too low. Khan strikes. Whisker away. He's been waiting for one of those moments all evening, and it finally came, and he almost took it.
Well, it takes a lovely first touch, and you can see he's just trying to whip it inside that near post. Unfortunately for him, it just goes the wrong side and hits the back stanchion. It's a good effort, struggling to retain any possession.
15 minutes to go, plus any stoppage time. Khan checks inside. That's beautiful from Otis Khan. And I tell you what, that is a top quality save by Mark Cousins to steer that one away.
Well, it's fantastic work from Khan, but as a striker, I'm looking at James Norwood and I'm looking at his position. And if Khan...
Right, staying in the middle of the 18-yard box for this. Something from the training ground, perhaps, as we've got bodies down in the box. And a penalty's been given. A coming together, as I think it was Louis John that went down inside the area. And the referee pointing to the spot. And Mr. Farmer says that there was too much pushing and shoving on the Ebbsfleet centre-back. And it's a chance from 12 yards for the home side to find an equaliser.
Well, I'm interested to see this one back. It looks like it's Kitchen that's given the penalty away. Oh, he's all over him. He's got no eyes on the ball. All he's focused on is Louis John. Just wrestles him down to the floor. It's a great decision from the referee, and Dominic Polion has the opportunity to level things.
You just saw Kitching's legs getting caught up in the melee inside the box, and his weight just dragging down Louis John. It's a huge moment of life for Ebbsfleet, and a goal that could change their fortunes in the Vanarama National League if Dominic Polion can slot this one away with 9 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Was it ever in doubt? Not with that man stood over it from 12 yards, neatly tucked into the corner. Matthew Hudson goes the wrong way, and we're level once again as Ebbsfleet are perhaps going to snatch a point here on home soil against Oldham.
Well, you've got to say, Dominic Polion, cool as you like, sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, never in doubt that he's going to dispatch this penalty. But Mickey Mellon will be absolutely fuming.
Defenders take on Lundstrom. Oh, he just wanted a bit more time. Never got it out of his feet. Cleared away, but not very far. Conlon gives it back to the substitute, Uchekpalam. Does well to keep it at his feet! Otis Khan is there to score his first goal for his new club, and he runs to his new supporters to celebrate. And it's all gone wrong for Ebbsfleet here.
Well, Ebbsfleet will be so disappointed with this. Nobody picks up a Chugbalam. It's too easy for him to just slide it across the box. And Khan finds himself in a lovely little pocket, puts it in the back of the net, and probably wins this game for Oldham. You've got to say, on the balance of play, they've deserved it, but what a soft goal for Ebbsfleet to concede after working so hard to get themselves back in the game.
Uchekpalam. Well, he's done well to keep it in play as he tries to round the goalkeeper. Cousins got a hand on it, and it was a much-needed hand as well. Can't mess about with defending, it's got to go. That seems to sum up Ebbsfleet's evening, that they had their half chances, but they couldn't make it count. It was a valiant effort from Harry Watling's side. They thought they'd found a comeback from the opening goal from Mark Kitching early on in this second half when Dominic Polion scored from the penalty spot, but that man, Otis Khan, with his first goal for his new side, Oldham Athletic, striking late in the final 5 minutes to steal away 3 points from the side that are pushing towards the top of the Vanarama National League. It was one-way traffic for a large part of the 90 minutes, but Ebbsfleet certainly had hope, and there may still be hope under the guidance of Harry Watling, but it's a tough run coming up, and games like this just make it seem even tougher. The final score after the 90, Ebbsfleet United 1, Oldham Athletic 2.